The ongoing crisis in Haiti prompting Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis to travel to Jamaica this afternoon. There, he's expected to join fellow CARICOM leaders for a one-day session in Kingston on Monday, where the focus will be advancing the stabilization of the region's most impoverished country and strengthening its regional security. We can say that Caribbean leaders issued the call on Friday for the urgent meeting, as from all indications, the situation on the ground in Haiti remains dire. International reports state that an invitation was also extended to the United States, France, Canada, the United Nations, and Brazil to attend Monday's meeting. Now, since last year, CARICOM leaders have been pushing for a Haitian-led and owned solution to the turmoil there. And last week in particular, CARICOM leaders worked around the clock, appealing for Haitian leaders to form a consensus. This as gangs stormed the capital, Port-au-Prince, with attacks. They want Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry to resign. Add to that, a three-day state of emergency has been extended now to a month. Prime Minister Davis returns home from Jamaica on Tuesday. In his absence, Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper will serve as acting Prime Minister. Well, National Security Minister Wayne Munroe is making it clear that the escalating crisis in Haiti is being carefully considered. He assured Marines that once deployed, their continued safety would be top priority. Munroe joined the acting Prime Minister and head of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force for the church service marking the force's 44th anniversary. Our Charlia Jones was there.
As CARICOM leaders mount a plan to aid Haiti in unraveling the current unrest there, Minister of National Security the Honorable Wayne Munroe comforted the emotions of Defense Force Marines who will be deployed to Haiti by emphasizing that their safety will truly be government's top priority.
I can assure the members of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, who the Commodore has put on notice, that you will be the instrument of this country in providing assistance, that the Prime Minister takes the matter seriously, that the Deputy Prime Minister, the current acting Prime Minister, takes the matter seriously, that I, as Minister of National Security, take the matter seriously.
The National Security Minister announced that 150 Defense Force Marines are expected to be deployed to help resolve Haiti's crisis.
We appreciate what you face in providing security for 100,000 square miles of an ocean state. And so rest assured that there will be no hasty actions, that there will be no impetuous designs, and that we will ensure that any terms of engagement are not only reasonable and logical, but as safe as can possibly be for the serving men and women of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force.
Acting Prime Minister the Honorable Chester Cooper commending the officers on their dedication, sacrifice, and service.
Your tireless efforts, demonstrably evident in the impressive statistics of 2023, are a source of immense national pride. The significant number of days you serve at sea serves as a powerful deterrent to illegal activity, demonstrating your unrelenting commitment. Your 53 successful boardings, resulting in 8 drug arrests, 4 weapon seizures, and a staggering 31 successful search and rescue operations, paint a vivid picture of your force's multifaceted role.
He also detailed government's plans to ensure the Defense Force is well stocked.
Ensuring the RBDF is equipped with the finest tools is paramount. Craft acquisitions are ongoing with 4 safe boats already secured and negotiations underway for the joint purchase of 6 additional vessels. The 62-meter replacement vessel for HMBS 80 Hannah, the RBDF's flagship, is also well on its way to becoming a reality.
While speaking to the importance of starting the anniversary year by acknowledging God, Commodore Dr. Raymond King recommitted the force's efforts to this in addition to manning the country's borders.
We will spare no resources as required in the conduct of joint law enforcement operations with the Royal Bahamas Defense Police Force against gang violence, illegal firearm possession, and illicit drug trafficking geared towards further reducing the fear of crime and violence throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. In a similar way, we will continue our peacekeeping planning, preparation, and training efforts with respect to the maritime security operations and training of Haitian Coast Guard personnel in support of the multinational security support mission for Haiti.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charlia Jones.
Now, prior to that, Defense Force church service was a wreath-laying ceremony held at the HMBS Coral Harbor Base's Flamingo Memorial Park. Officials paying tribute to Marines and petty officers who died in the line of duty last year. Performing the solemn honors was Defense Force Commodore Dr. Raymond King, President of the Veterans Association Daniel Ferguson, family members of Petty Officer Marco Curry, Timothy Williams, Barry King, and Marine mechanic David Duncombe. Remarks of reflection were given by Apostle Raymond Wells of Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. Now to news from the crime beat. A traffic accident in Abaco has left a man having now to live with a missing body part. What we can tell you is that the accident took place shortly before 10 o'clock last night. That's when the male driver of a red 2019 Nissan Frontier was traveling west along George Albury Boulevard when he reportedly lost control and collided with a utility pole as well as an unoccupied parked vehicle. The driver, the vehicle's sole occupant, suffered serious injuries, including a severed left arm. He was transported to the clinic for medical attention. However, he was expected to be transported here to the capital for additional medical care. Still to come, feminists here in the capital marching for the rights of all women. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. More news in a moment.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
For more than 30 years, the Bahamas Bridal Show has prepared thousands of brides and grooms for the walk down the aisles. On Sunday, April 7th, that tradition continues when the Grand Ballroom at Bahama is transformed into the ultimate wedding experience, featuring a fashion show by Buttons Bridal and Formal Wear, $30,000 in prizes, savings on wedding expenses, and the most wonderful displays you'll ever see. Tickets $60. Call 327-8896 or visit bahamasevents.net for details.
Good to go. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
A significant event called All About the Beans recently took place at the U.S. Ambassador's residence, aiming to promote healthier lifestyles and sustainable food choices among Bahamians. This gathering emphasized the versatility and nutritional advantages of beans, with the goal of encouraging individuals to embrace a plant-based diet.
I think it was a very personal event for me. I've been through a lot in the last few years. I'm thinking about both global issues and also really close micro issues like dietary issues and how they're all interconnected. And so I think this event was the culmination of all that thinking about the environment, the way we eat, the foods we eat. The thing we have to remember is that there's actually a really large community in the Bahamas of people who care about these issues and understand the intersection between the environment and the way we eat, our diet. And so we had all those people here tonight. The chefs, the environmentalists, the food scientists, the vegans, all of us, we were all here tonight.
U.S. Charge d'Affaires Usha Pitts also addressed the audience, highlighting the economic benefits of going vegan.
Beans and other staples of a plant-based diet are good for your body, they are good for the environment, and they are good for your wallet, which is something I definitely wanted to talk about tonight, your wallets. Because I keep hearing people say that it's expensive to eat fruits and vegetables, which I frankly do not understand. Adults need about 6 to 8 ounces of protein a day, which is between 1.5 and 2 cups of cooked beans. So you tell me, what is more expensive, a steak or 2 cups of beans? What is more expensive, a chicken breast or 2 cups of beans?
Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources Jomo Campbell also gave remarks.
As Bahamians, we are very emotional about our food. It ties into who we are through our culture. However, the world is changing rapidly. And so, we need to eat not just to fill our bellies, but to make sure that we live long and healthy lives. We must learn to take full responsibility for our health and the health of our loved ones. By choosing to eat locally sourced ingredients, we are not only supporting our local farmers, chefs, and entrepreneurs, but we are reducing our carbon footprint.
And a few attendees expressed their excitement about this event and the initiative behind it.
Amazing. I think it's like such a timely and super relevant event. Talking about something that's just super important is our health, and just really highlighting that at the end of the day, we're not going to be as strong as we can be as a country if we're not eating well.
Agriculture and the Ministry of Health are tied at the hip joint. And so as we begin to speak about health and wellness, we must learn about nutrition and focus on plant-based nutrition. We all know from the studies and the evidence-based analysis that plant-based nutrition is a key element in prevention of many diseases. So this event today is definitely, I think, an excellent event, and it's good that we are a part of all of the restaurants, all of the farmers who are focusing on organic products that Bahamians can tap into to ensure that they remain healthy and they have a better quality of life.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
This portion of the news is brought to you by FoCall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. Women still observing and celebrating International Women's Month. The Free National Movement hosting a breakfast Saturday morning at its Mackey Street headquarters. The theme, Count Her In, accelerating gender equality through economic empowerment. Speaker Colleen Newton, known as the Bahamian Money Maven, shared some important tips with the women on money management.
Savings. You must have savings. You must have emergency funds. You must have short-term savings. And you must have long-term savings. Debt management. So I want to put a pin right here. In the Black culture, we love to borrow for things. That's consumerism. In every other culture, they borrow to capitalize. And when we understand the power we have in our hand and we can leverage credit, we shift from being consumers to being economically empowered.
Well, women around the world and the Bahamas celebrated International Women's Day on March 8th. The theme, Inspire Inclusion. Newton also provided a snapshot of the financial gaps between men and women.
Women earn 55 cents of every dollar a man earns. So if he earns 100,000, we only earn 55,000. But yet, women are living longer than men by almost 5 years. And yet, women are less likely to feel empowered or feel ready for retirement than men. And yet, women, only 40% of women have a financial plan as opposed to 60% of men. You understand where this is going? Yes. You understand why men have all the say.
A day after International Women's Day, feminists from around New Providence took to the streets proudly showcasing their signs advocating for issues affecting women. An exhibition was mounted spearheaded by Equality Bahamas, who promotes women's and LGBTQ+ rights as human rights through public education, advocacy, and community engagement. Director of Equality Bahamas, Alicia Wallace, says the expo, consisting of yoga, massages, and various activities, are meant to empower women and create a much-needed safe space.
And we can take some time as women and as girls to take care of ourselves in this space and to advocate for the rights that we want, which include criminalizing marital rape, ensuring that women have equal citizenship so we're able to pass on citizenship to our children and to our spouses, ensuring that there's comprehensive sexuality education. There are so many things that we need to do in this country to make it good, not just for tourists, for those of us who live here, especially women.
Well, 7 Bahamian women, each an author, joining forces in an anthology work to share the unique perspectives in a new book, Golden Key. The e-book was released on International Women's Day on Friday past. The book, curated by Aisha Wonderful Jackson, is considered more than just a book, but it's a mission to empower women, uplift, and ignite change. Michaela Forbes is one of the authors.
My chapter is called Artistic Accountant. It is from accountant to creative. So ever since I was a child, I knew I wanted to be an actress. But every time I told somebody about that dream, they looked like, what, are you sure? When I told them about numbers, they got excited. So I chose accounting as my profession. I've been an accountant for the past 25 years, ever since I was about 18, because I did an internship at Deloitte. But around about 30, I feel like a big part of my life was missing. It was the creative side. I wasn't feeling the creative side. So I joined Bahamas Harvest Church, and I did some ministries. I started with dance. And when I hit drama, I remembered how much I loved the stage, and everything just came together. And now I am actress, producer, director, writer, podcaster, everything, because I love to share people's story. I love to share my story so it could help others.
The other authors include Ava Smiles, Indira Godet, Dr. Shamel Roll-Sands, and Ava Jackson. The book took the ladies about 3 months to write, and now it's released. 2 other authors share their contributions.
The background of my entire chapter comes along the line of being deeply rooted in faith. And so in reading, I would hope that their takeaway would be the fact that, hey, this is my story today, this is what's going on today, but it is not my final destination.
Segment of my book is resilience along with wisdom.
How did you come up with that topic, and what are you hoping that women or people in general take away from what you've contributed?
Well, the spirit behind the chapter has to deal with resilience and wisdom, life's wisdom. And I'm hoping persons who go through the book would see that they can begin again. There is an opportunity for second chance whatever life throws your way.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
In the yellow elder garden, Allie and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass. reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
Hello, everyone. This is Tony Williams back with a special promotion from BahamasAir.com and GoGo Florida. The $100 deposit is back, but it's only on your debit card. So whether you're renting that sedan, SUV, or spacious minivan for group or family trips, keep your cash in your pocket. Only Dollar Thrifty is making it convenient for you. Your $100 deposit held on your debit card. Available at Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Book early and save your 8-passenger minivan for your holiday shopping spree.
The Church of God of Prophecy will embark in Conclave 2024 under the theme Go Forward from March 13th through 17th. This gathering of the saints will begin on Wednesday night with the charge to the nation by Bishop Dr. Franklin Ferguson. On Friday night, there will be a sacred service of ordination for 6 candidates for the bishopric. At 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 17th, there will be a baptismal parade and Bishop Tim Coulter, the presiding bishop, will preach in the final service of Conclave 2024. It's going to be a grand celebration. Come expecting miracles. See you at Conclave 2024.
You watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Leno, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Leno's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Sports Sunday Check. I'm Charles Fisher. The Griffith Swim Trials held the last 2 days. Had to make it to King's College Pool due to the renovations being done to the Betty Kenning National Aquatic Center in time for the championships here the Easter weekend. All in all, President of the Bahamas Aquatics Federation, Algernon Cargill, excited with the way the swimmers came out and performed.
And we're very excited about the performances we see here, primarily because the swimmers, although their performances are being compromised because of the lack of the 50-meter pool, they nonetheless are rising to the occasion and are swimming very well here in the Caribbean Trials. We've had some outstanding swims, and I can tell you that the Bahamas will have a strong team. We have seen some great swims. The time so far is really difficult to determine how they rank in terms of long course meters because the times in the short course pool will be faster than the times in the long course pool. But nonetheless, based on the performances, we can see that the stars, as well as quite a few surprises, are rising to the occasion. And the team will have a lot of returning athletes based on what I could see.
There is a bit of concern, though.
The athletes will not be race ready because this is really the first competition they've had here in an electronic timing facility. But nonetheless, our swimmers are resilient. They rise to the occasion, and we believe that the home crowd will cheer them on to the 6th consecutive career title.
Now the team will be ratified and named later this evening. We'll have that for you first thing in the morning. Over in Boston at the NCAA Indoor Track Championships, two Bahamians in the finals of the 60-meter dash. Texas Tech's Terrence Jones, the defending champ in lane 4, and Florida's Wanya McCoy in 2, and both gets out the block good. The lanky McCoy right there, but here comes Jones pulling away in 6.54 seconds with McCoy fourth in 6.60.
Feel good. It's always good to come out with a win. But this week is not really the time I wanted. But I'm all in all just trusting God and His plan for me. Nothing really come before it's time, so blessed. Today, probably worse than yesterday. I think the execution of the block was good, but I feel like my reaction was a little bit lacking. So I can't really be too mad about it because I still won, but some stuff I need to work on. I say it's always good to be blessed, you know. Always good to come out here, run for the Lord and see like results like this.
Both will hook up in the finals of the tournament as well. Terrence in the outside lane gets another real quick start with McCoy right on his heels. McCoy running well, makes up the stagger on the turn, but ouch, comes up limping. Jones runs away from the field, taking the goal and the double sprints in 20.23 seconds. McCoy limping in 7th overall in 25.60. Hope he's okay.
I wanted to be a little bit faster, but I was grateful, to be honest. I'm just grateful. I had to hiccup my Big 12. Didn't really compete the way I wanted to. So to come out here on the stage that really matters and put points on the board, I say I'm really grateful.
Congrats to Jones on a job well done. Now it's time for the outdoor season. While we wish McCoy the best, hope it's nothing serious. That's going to do it for Sports Sunday. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you Monday.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jiminita. We have partly cloudy skies, but that cloud will be taking it up later on this evening as that front system gets a little closer. Temperature, a very warm 86 degrees ahead of the front. Relative humidity at 67%. We have westerly winds at 10 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,014.0 millibars. That's 29.94 inches. And your temperatures around the islands, 79 in Marshall, Babaco, Green Tulkey at 78. 78 also in Freeport, Grand Bahama. The Berry Islands at 80 degrees. Alistown, Bimini, 79. 80 degrees at Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera, 84, 84 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, and Camps Bay, South Andros, Black Point, Exuma, they're all at 87 degrees, Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey reporting 82, 83 in Georgetown, Exuma, 84 is in Rigot Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Maguana, 85, Acklands, 85, Matchetown, Nagua, 82 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, 81. Boating forecast tonight in the northwestern islands, those winds will become northwest to north behind the front. Those winds 12 to 18 knots in the wave heights 3 to 6 feet, so we are maintaining caution flags for the northwest Bahamas tonight. Now, your high tide that will take place at 8:54 tonight in the central and southeastern parts of our country. Southeast to south winds 10 to 15 knots in the wave heights at 2 to 4 feet. Now, tomorrow, Monday, in the northwestern parts of our country and the central, the winds will swing out of the northeast behind the front, maintaining the 12 to 18 knot speeds, wave heights unchanged at 3 to 6 feet. So once again, we're asking small craft to exercise caution both in the northwest and central islands tomorrow. Now, your high tide tomorrow, that occurs at 9:17 in the morning with a low tide at 3:34 in the afternoon. For the southeast Bahamas, southeast to south winds 10 to 15 knots and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Satellite pictures showing a pre-fall trough went through the capital a few hours ago, and that's now in the central parts of the country. But here comes the front, just approaching the Grand Bahama and Abaco area. It's hardly noticeable on the satellite picture. Very little clouds and showers associated with the system. But it will continue to push towards the southeast. We expect it to go through the capital sometime around 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And behind that, a nice little cool down will take place. Partly cloudy, 67 degrees for your low temperature tonight, and tomorrow we're looking at mostly cloudy, breezy, not as warm as it has been over the last several days. Your high temperature is 78 degrees, and the extended weather forecast, the weather's going to be quite pleasant right through the middle of the week with upper 60s during the nighttime, the temperatures in the 70s, upper 70s in the daytime, but we'll warm back up into those 80s as of Thursday, and that will carry right through the weekend. Jimmy.
Thanks, Basil. 66 rising stars of Columbus Primary treated to lunch by the Centerville Urban Renewal team for achieving academic excellence on Thursday afternoon. It's a kind gesture to show the students that hard work definitely pays off. Officer in charge of the Urban Renewal Center, Assistant Superintendent of Police Dwayne Omar Mackey, and Inspector of Police Benjamin Moss on the effectiveness of the Rising Star Initiative.
Give good incentive to good boys and girls who are actually making strides and improving their educational output. We are not only trying to we're not trying to single out any of the students or not try to create atmosphere as whereas this student may be better than that one, but we're trying to let students know that there is good incentive for good work.
We want to encourage our students to get a good education. They are future leaders, and we want them to do what is best. All right. At the same time, we want the parents at home to partner with the Urban Renewal centers around the nation and just assist where needed.
And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.